Welcome to Darlington, South Carolina for the sixth race on the season for the season 4 of the JBL Cup Series. Later on tonight, I should say, for the first 9 races on the season. We are here at Darlington, and we are here for Uncharted qualifying. 10 drivers on tap, and the fastest 4 make it into the Denny's Southern 500, the second crown jewel of the season, and it's gonna be a crazy night. Darlington is gonna be really good. And we have to watch out for those Darlington stripes all night long. And of course, we're here for race 6 on the season at Darlington, and I'm not alone for this one. I am joined by Josh Tipton up here in the booth.
Thank you for having me here. This is my favorite stop in all of stock car auto racing, no matter the level. I adore Darlington, South Carolina. I adore this racetrack. And folks, we are in for one of the best races of the season, no doubt.
Darlington, a very good racetrack. It's hard to pass somewhat, mostly the inside lane modes. In 1 and 2, you don't want to be in that second lane at all. And the lane 4, sometimes the second lane can work if you can get a good enough one on the top side, but most of the time it's going to be a bottom field racetrack. 92 laps, so it's going to be a long one, longest race on the season. Kind of a testing ground for these guys before the Colts 102 races from now, but this race is other than the distance, this race has no other similarities to Charlotte. Lance Smith Jr., he's the only driver in the first 5 races to make it in every single JBL Cup Series race as a part-timer and as a Uncharted driver. Can he go 6 straight? Who knows? But RCL has been very strong this season. The 3, the 8, and the 33 in this Uncharted driver.
He's closing up on the backside of the 27, Terrence Green right there. The number 27 Ford right there. He's going to the inside. Landon Smith Jr. has the 4th fastest lap right now. The fastest looks like it's the 79 of AJ Crash, a 27.361, I believe. And that puts him at the top of the board. Ronald Kennington, now it's Clark Bijano the third?
Yeah, Clark Bijano the
into the
third.
2nd position.
And now Ronald Kennington is up to 2nd. AJ Crash and Ronald Kennington.
I take it back. That's
BB
Ruiz, actually, that was in 2nd. Now back to 3rd.
Yep, the money team in 3rd, and right now Lance Smith Jr. is in 4th. And we are seeing these times get faster and faster already to a certain extent. And the draft might actually be a little bit of a factor here, with this being a little bit of a faster version of Darlington. Tyler's still a factor, but they are on the throttle more here than some other Darlington versions, so that's gonna play into a factor all racing long and here in this qualifying session. And AJ Clash is still fastest on the board, and I believe, if I remember, he's the only one that has not made it into a start yet out of everyone in the field, full-time and part-time. So AJ Clash for Stage Racing trying to finally make a start here in the JBL Cup Series season number 4.
And blasting up into the 2nd position one more time, the Hezeberg, number 27, Terrence Green, 27.220, a fantastic lap for that number 27. And right now, the 4 in, AJ Crash, Terrence Green, BB Ruiz, and Tori Gossett. Top 4 that would make it into the Denny Southern 500, at least for the moment. But, it could change as the night goes on. The session goes on here. We've still got a little under 6 minutes to go and a couple of probably 30-second long resets after that. So it's going to be interesting to see if anything changes for the rest of this session.
Yeah, for sure. And who knows, if anyone decides to go in real quick, get 4 fresh tires, and go out for a last second one, they could do that. And looks like that's what Ronald Kennington's going to do. And that's smart because he is the first one outside of the top 4 right now. And Kennington, he's just going to say, you know what, 5 minutes in, 5 minutes in, some change left. Let's just go ahead and get 4 fresh tires and make another crack at early on. And so far, it is still AJ Crash, Screen, BB Ruiz, and Tori Gossett at the top 4. Screen, he won at Phoenix, and that was the race where both the 27 and the 6 absolutely dominated that race, surprisingly. over the full-time drivers, and Transqueen trying to make it into another race, and who knows, maybe he could get his second win on the season. Not had a repeat winner yet, but Transqueen looking pretty good to make it into the Denny 7500. And this race has always been pretty wild. We've seen some good racing, we've seen some crazy stuff happen, and we just have to wait and see what happens here in this one. But now tires are starting to fall off, and eventually these guys might want to get full fresh tires and do with what the 62 of Darlington's doing and the 44 of Ronald Kennington did, and get full fresh tires, because now tires have fallen off here at Darlington.
Interesting, Kennington's still down in the pit road. He's been down there for quite a while. Now he is coming back out onto the racetrack. Maybe just waiting for some potential drafting help for the remainder of this session. I don't know. We'll have to see how he cycles through. Here comes the 55 of Clark Bijano III. And out of the corner, we'll see. I think that 55 is still on older tires. So looks like the 44 is up to speed now. So if he was looking for drafting help, I don't think it worked out the way he meant it to.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to work out, especially with the 55 being on older tires and just not being able to line up right there. But maybe, who knows, Kennington, he's the only guy out here on full fresh tires. Maybe that's all he needs to get into the top 4, because he's already really, really close at making it in. But it's the 44 here. There he is only a little bit outside of the cutoff as of now, so he might not need drafting help. See, that lap was a get up to speed lap, and that's 27.8, so definitely gonna need to be faster here.
This is going to be his second lap at speed here, so we'll have to see. The second lap is typically the good one in practice and qualifying sessions, so have to see if it works out for the 44. He's got no drafting help, though. That 50 of Ruiz is closing in. Just under 3 minutes to go. We'll see what it is at the line for Kennington this time.
Does not improve.
Didn't get it.
And it's only 27.6, so that must be all because of drafting help. And now here comes the 62 of Darlington. He's going to try to get drafting help on the 55 and the 44. A little bit closer than what the 44 did with the 55, but I don't know if it's still not going to be enough. Yeah, it's not going to be close enough. And no one else has pitted yet, so it's looking really, really good for the 79, 27, 50, and 66 to make it into the show.
Another pairing right there between the 50 of Ruiz and I believe that, who is that? The 91?
The 79.
79, that's AJ Crash, actually, my mistake. So AJ Crash tucked right in there behind the 50 of BB Ruiz, and they are both locked in, at least for the time being, and seems like they don't really need to come down into the pit road. They've got their times all figured out, so right now it's, I guess for them, it's really just practicing for handling for when we get to the main qualifying session here in just a couple of minutes.
Yeah, and it makes sense because it's about 27 to 30 laps on fuel, and they've done 17 laps, 16, 17 laps, and that's halfway on the fuel window. So maybe they're just trying to get a feel of what they might have for the actual race itself later on tonight. And now AJ Crash is gonna try to simulate a pass in 1 and 2 on the 50 of Les, and that's what we will see all night long. 1 and 2, you want to be on the bottom, you do not want to be in that second lane, and that's gonna be the way to make passes here at Darlington here tonight. And no one else has pitted, so I think it might be the top 4 are gonna be safe unless. Oh, Kennington did go faster. He's up to 3rd now in this number 44. He did get dropping up from the 62 of Darlington eventually. Now, Ruiz now on the outside looking in.
Ooh, that 44 tried to make a move there on the 62. We'll see. Maybe now he can get some. Oh, he goes up into the 3rd position.
Yeah, a lap
He
or
just
two
knocked the
ago.
66 out. Oh, my mistake. Was that the last time through?
I think that was a lap or two ago, but I didn't catch it until just now.
My mistake. Goodness gracious. All right, Ronald Kennington into the top 4 here as the seconds tick down, and we may get a reset here.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a reset. The 55 is gonna come down pit road now, but I don't think it's gonna really matter. This 91, I think, did go faster. Someone went faster. Um, I think, I don't know. Someone went up a little bit, but not. They didn't make it into the top 4. People are going down pit road, but now, like the 55 and the 50, but it's too little, too late. I think at this point.
It may very well be as we continue to close to the end of this session. And I just cannot help but, while watching this session, I cannot help but remember the last time this series came to Darlington, that thrilling finish that I was actually in the booth with you for, when Evan Hunter got around Eric Monaco to spoil the party for Monaco and he stole it away. And I've seen some of the moves that have been made in this session as it comes to an end. Side by side going into 3 and
Drivers,
4,
to your cars.
particularly between, I think it was Kennington and Darian Tawn at one point. They were side by side going down the straight.
Mhm.
That could be practice for the winning move. We'll just have to see how it goes.
Yeah, we just had to wait and see. AJ Clash is the fastest guy here in Uncharted qualifying, and he finally makes it into the show. Everyone has made it into a JBL Cup Series event. Now the season 20 screen, Ronald Kennington and BB Reds all make it in, and the first time all season, Lance Evans Jr., his streak comes to an end. 5 races in a row, really made it into a JBL Cup Series event. He will not make it into the Denny 7500 with him qualifying in 8th. He will have to try and make it into Talladega and start a new streak here in the JBL Cup Series. Well, Josh, a very interesting Uncharted qualifying session. What do you think we might see here for the race later on tonight?
I think it's going to be tremendous. I don't know if it's going to be exactly like what we saw in season 3, but if it was, wouldn't be a bad thing because season 3 was a fantastic race and hopefully would be another great spectacle here at Darlington. I'm just so ready to get the race going, and it's going to be an amazing race. I'm just so looking forward to it.
Yeah, first time with this new next gens here at Darlington. And hopefully we get some green flag racing because we've had a lot of cautions so far with this new next gen car. But that'll be later on tonight here on NS Racing 97. And Crash, Green, Kennington, and Ruiz all make it into the show. For Josh Tipton, I'm NS Racing 97 at a Canadian Station. And we will see you guys later on tonight for race number 6 on the scene and for the Denny Southern 500. Bye!